Welcome to Body Work.
Please fasten your seatbelts.
I had 11 Olympians and over 800 national champs. And all those men, they wouldn't do half the work that she do. And I'm seeing it from the young ladies. These last 2 years, when you think about it, all the good fights is coming from the women. The guys is ducking each other, looking for the easy way. Hey, I'm telling you like it is, you know? So again, you know, this young lady done did everything I asked of her, and she did more. And I'm watching all the young ladies that's boxing now. It's like they trying to prove they better than men. Now, we knew they was kind of there, but now they showing that they mean. You know, in old days in Philly, we call these guys crazy. And that's the way these women are. So when you go back home, speak nice to you.
Welcome to Body Work. Welcome back. It's Michael Rogers. Welcome to Body Work Boxing. It feels so good to be back. Salute to everybody in the building. My man Ghost. Damn, big dog, middle of my game. But good live, you fucking with me at this point. Celtics playing. Champion Sports Boxing, salute. We're back. Body work, you know what I'm saying? I'm just elated about the good news. And with no further ado, I'm going to get right down to this good old truth that I got for y'all. So, what I got to do is do this. Got to do a little bit of that. So it says Subriel Matias inks multi-fight co-promotional pact with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom, according to Boxing Scene. Got my man Subriel Matias. By Random Hits, published Tuesday, February 13th, 2024. This came out at 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? This is official. Ain't nobody, I ain't had to get no Puerto Rican power in the house. Yes, sir. I ain't had to get no, had to use no quotes or had to use nobody and had to deal with no crying. And but let me get to this article, y'all. Subriel Matias has signed a multi-fight co-promotional deal with Eddie Hearn's Matchroom and Fresh Productions. Matias, 20-1 with 20 knockouts, landed the vacant IBF super lightweight title last February, forcing Jeremiah Ponce to retire. after 5 rounds of their clash in Minnesota, and successfully defended his title against mandatory challenger Shojahan Ergashev in November, forcing another retirement. Yikes! This time after 6 rounds in Las Vegas, continuing his incredible record of finishing all of his victories inside the distance. Yikes! The Puerto Rican sensation is now eyeing a summer defense at home, with a 31-year-old made his debut in December 2015 and has boxed there 11 times to date. A homecoming as a world champion would be something special, and Matias is thrilled to be teamed up with Matchroom and DAZN to deliver the huge nights he is hunting. You know what I'm saying? I am very excited about the deal we've reached with Matchroom, said Matias. I can't wait to show DAZN, Matchroom, all the big names out there in the world why this deal was made, because I am the best 140-pounder on the planet. And I will show this in front of my people, which makes me immensely happy. I promise to keep working hard to get the fans what they are looking for. This is all-out wars until one of the 2 opponents breaks up. I do not run. It is not my fighting style, and it's not in my DNA. Man, that man preaching, man. That's why we here. This will not change now in any way. Whoever they put in front of me, I will destroy. You better talk your talk, Subriel. I thank my promoters, Matchroom and Fresh Productions, for this opportunity. I am excited to be in the Matchroom team. I will not let you down. To my people in Puerto Rico, I will see you soon, and we will have a glorious boxing night. Fresh Productions is very excited and looking forward to his partnership with Matchroom, said Juan Jarengo. Fresh Productions, after months of carefully analyzing several offers, for all of which we were immensely grateful, we have decided that Matchroom is the promoter that can take Subriel to the level of exposition and the names we are looking for. They believe in Puerto Rico's boxing fans and market. They believe we can do big things in Puerto Rico as we do. Puerto Rico is a boxing country with a long-standing legacy in the sport. We are here to revive that market, make Puerto Rico the great boxing venue it once was. Expect big things. We see a bright future ahead of us, and we believe Matchroom and DAZN are the perfect fit for our plans with Subriel. I am delighted to welcome Subriel to the team, said Hearn. Subriel is one of the most exciting fighters on the planet, with action guaranteed every time he fights. And as a world champion at 140 pounds, the fights out there for him are massive. Puerto Rico is a huge market for Matchroom and DAZN, and with Subriel joining Edgar Berlanga and Yankiel Rivera in our stable, we are looking forward to holding some huge events there. Starting with Subriel's heroic return for the first time as a world champion this summer. An announcement on Matias' second defense of his world crown will be made soon. Boxing Scene is the source. You know what I'm saying? Boxing Scene is that source. So, good news, bad news, indifferent. How y'all feel about that news? How do you feel about this news? And I have a couple concerns, you know what I'm saying? I have a couple questions, but I'm excited that he got a deal. And obviously, if he put his John Hancock down, that means he was satisfied by the shillings. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure the man get paid. And I'm pretty sure they're going to make sure that Subriel is getting what he deserves. My concern is we've seen in the past. With Demetrius Andre. Demetrius Andre went over there. He had turned down a Jamel Charlo fight, on like a week away. He left. Everybody said, oh man, he running to the smoke. He going over there with Canelo and Triple G. He never got his Canelo nor his Triple G. And then right before he decided to go over to the PBC, He actually turned down a fight, but one of his mandatories. Long story short, he was all on the same platform and never got those big names. You know, we see how Eddie has acquired Richardson Hitchins. Richardson Hitchins wanted a Montana Love. A Montana Love got Liam Paro. Liam Paro upset the apple cart. But so far, when I'm looking at it and I'm being realistic about what I'm seeing, Richardson Hitchins has not got a Devin Haney. There hasn't even been any kind of talk or anything. You know, I know that Richardson Hitchins wants Devin Haney. You know, I know that he said he was open to fighting Subriel, but I guess for wanting to get a belt first, so that when he go into a fight with Subriel, you don't got to worry about the IBF rehydration, whatever, however you want to color that. You know what I'm saying? That was a maneuver. But I'm hearing that Richardson Hitchins might be a name after the Liam Paro, but I don't really see any. As much as people out here on YouTube and Instagram and all this, as much as they would love to spin this, and the fact that they think that Devin Haney is a done data, a done deal, and I'm like, hold on, hold what you got. I would not hold my breath, my friend. I would not hold my breath. That's my only concern, man. I would love for this man to get the fight. I mean, I'm also hearing that it might be a Regis. So you're getting a Liam Paro, the Richardson Hitchins, and a Regis. That's word on the curb. I have nothing concrete, but that's word on the curb. And you know, I like to do my sources and let everything pan itself out. But I told y'all after the Super Bowl was when we were gonna start getting this big news. And I said in this time, in this date, in this era, you know what I'm saying, of a lot of people saying they want the smoke, saying I'm out here in the mess hall with my chest out, and then giving off different behavior. You know what I'm saying, avoiding unification. Then going on vacation. And not even doing Nathan about your mandatory in Sandor. I know you got some time. I know you had about 10 months, but the clock is ticking and you choose to not unify, to go ahead and go after Ryan. Now, maybe you wanted that notch on your belt, but we know that it should not be Subriel and Liam Paro. It's to be Subriel and Devin Haney. That's what we know. So we're going to keep that firm. We're going to remind everybody, all our newcomers, all the people who might not have had their goggles on right. We're going to remind him how to look at everything. Because a lot of people tend to use rose-colored glasses depending on their favorite fighter. And must I remind you, we're not boxing monogamous here. We're like a bunch of different boxers, even though boxing is the only thing that keeps my attention right now. I don't watch nothing else. Every now and again, I might take a gander, but I don't. If I was here live during the Super Bowl, never even seen not one play of it, didn't even watch it. I'm in love with boxing. You know, I think we can get a little toxic sometimes when it comes down to this boxing, but I'm excited for Subriel. And this man is saying he's the best 140-pounder on the planet. Rumble, young man, rumble. You know what I'm saying? So I like the energy. I said we're going to keep the energy on those who wants to seek the smoke, those who wants to put their family name up in lights, those who want to represent and give the fight fans a good fight every time, and come to fight and stay active and live a boxer's life so we can get the best product each and every night. Yikes! You know, so I don't know if y'all noticed, but I'm excited, man. This is good news. I hope Eddie take care of this, man. And I would love to know what y'all think, man. How y'all feel about this? I'm gonna go ahead and tap in on the comments. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to get this out of the way. I done covered myself by saying that, you know, I quoted a real source. You know what I'm saying? Some legit stuff. You can go back to Boxing Scene, you know, and check that article out. You know, that's peer reviewed. You know, that's not mine. And I'm giving them full-fledged credit. I'm here, y'all. What's up, man? It feel good to see them kind of numbers, you know what I'm saying, when you step out. Salute to the 300, you know what I'm saying? We about to do some body work, you know what I'm saying? How y'all feel as we campaign this flag for that real energy. You know what I'm saying? That killer energy. You know what I'm saying? That I knock you in the dirt type energy. How y'all feel? How y'all feel, man? I'm excited, man. I think boxing, man, is in good hands when you're looking at guys like this. That's why we got to keep the focus here. You know what I'm saying? We got to feed what we want, and we got to starve what we don't. You know what I'm saying? I got to scroll all the way up to the top. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how I do. I got to get all the way back up to the top. And I'm gonna go for that. I'm gonna catch up as soon as I can. I'm gonna catch up and then drop the link. And if you want to put something out there in the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying, we can do it. So I stopped off there. Anibal Nieves, let's go Matias. Salute. Angel Albino, salute. Lancaster, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rican blood pride. Hey, Puerto Rico, what's going on, man? Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? Keep chiming in, man. Good to see you, man. Puerto Rican power, Ghost. Is laughing at Ghost. Champion Sports Boxing saying, great news. Puerto Rican power, hell yeah. This is good for Matias, says Anubis. Salute Anubis. Welcome back, brother. Anibal Nieves, let's see who's willing to fight him. Matias would dominate his next opponent, no matter who it is. That man not playing. Saludo's body work with the Puerto Rican flag. That gonna make me come down there, man. I wonder who was guaranteed in that contract. I know. See, there go the heavy hitter Ghost, man. Ghost get right down. Ghost do that body work. Both you thinking Ghost gonna come out and jab, he coming down, he trying to hit you in deliver. Ghost come out with them body shots. You know what I'm saying? I like that, man. Salute my brother Jose Rodriguez. Salute. You know what I'm saying? Thanks for coming back, man. Y'all make me feel like I got a little bit of support out here. You know what I'm saying? I look like I can be able to move around a little bit. Have some people vying for your boy. The good thing is that Ryan Haney are with DAZN and those fights could happen. Yeah, the platform is wonderful. It's a great move. Are they going to keep playing hopscotch and hot potato and ring around the rosies and doing the hokey pokey? Is that what they're going to keep doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But it's a bull in the china shop right now, dog. Hey, he put that John Hancock down. And he got 3 of them things. Hitchins is going to see how he feels against Lemos before he fights Matias. And I understand, like, yeah, I understand, like, strategically, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Matias is different. And I respect Hitchins, man. He just made a business decision. That's all it was for Hitch. The way Eddie talks about Subriel and how much he pushed for Subriel in the interview makes me think he's serious about him. I hope so. I want to believe in Eddie, man. I do. I take my shots at Eddie, but I also recognize Eddie's growth. Eddie got a knack for iron talent, and he's a good showman, and he put on good events. I just don't like some of the background stuff. But overall, Eddie doing this thing, you know what I'm saying? I think that he look out for whoever in his good graces. I think he got something when he went and got Hitchins, and then I thought, you know, when he went and got Regis. I don't know about the Devin Haney and Regis fight. I don't know, man. I'm not gonna bang my guy up over that one fight, but I'm like, man, Eddie is over there acquiring talent. He got Edgar Belonga over there. He got Diego Pacheco. Do he got Edgar Belonga? Yeah, I know he got Diego Pacheco. Bro, I like this channel. Been following for months. Good info, good content. I appreciate that, man. Cause we keep it real, man. That's why, hey, keep coming back. Keep chiming in. You know what I'm saying? This your platform too. Facts, Angel. I hope so. Matias has a cult following in UK because they like that real. I like them UK boys. I like them UK guys over there too, man. Ghost, yes, sir. We hope so. Tough Glove Boxing posted a video today exposing Teofimo duck tactics. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? People catching on, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna kick T.O. when he down, but I am gonna point out what's real. I'm not gonna go overboard, you know what I'm saying? I have a little bit of balance, but we definitely gonna point it out. That's why we here. You gotta keep Subriel having that traction, you know what I'm saying? Because he deserves all the attention that he's getting. And he deserves some coins. Okay, Dame Link. Cookie Monster. Body work. Salute Cookie Monster. And crazy with his love obsession with T.O. Punch had T.O. on an interview talking about why I turned Crawford is ugly. It was done. I've been through that, man. That's why let's not even mention that guy over here. You know what I'm saying? I don't got no problem with him, but I've been off that. You know what I'm saying? Been off that. Shadow, Hitchins, then Haney for Matias. I'm hearing that last one is Regis, Larry, but you know, I think the Devin Haney fans are going to ride it. Y'all are going to act like that's going to be the third fight. You know what I'm saying? So y'all got a whole lot of wiggle room to keep y'all name attached to Subriel Matias. As Subriel Matias fans, we're not going to let you do it. We're going to say, shut the up and worry about Ryan. You got Ryan problems. Don't mention Matias right now. Don't mention until after Ryan. We don't want to hear nothing from no Devin Haney only fans about no Subriel Matias. When he came out as El Biblioteca, he made all y'all use y'all inside voice. He said, quiet down. I'm over here studying. And like, all right, Subriel, we sorry. Stop it. King Matias, the PR Terminator. Bloodshot 610. What's good, body work? What's good, Bloodshot? Welcome back. Bubs Boxing. What's popping, body work? Let's go, Matias. Hey, I linked up with Bubs Boxing over there on my man H Money channel. Excellent channel. If you ever want to go get some good sparring in, you better know your stuff. You better do your research. But Bob's got a good channel, man. He's coming in. You know what I'm saying? I know he's doing the lab work. He's working on his craft. He's coming up with new visuals. He add comedy and humor in a different side. You know what I'm saying? So I support him, man, because I believe that's a place that sometimes we can go over there. You know what I'm saying? As I grow, I'm going to send people over there. So if you can, man, if you want something different. Now, Bubs is starting out. He's building. He's building brick by brick by brick. I want you to go and subscribe to my man Bub's channel. You know what I'm saying? Like he do something different over there. But he got a little comedy, you know what I'm saying? Little, you know, humor. He infused that in there. And first time I linked up with him on the panel, we had a good time. And that was on H Money channel. So subscribe to H Money channel. You know what I'm saying? And I met another guy I met over there, Pop a lot of smoke. He do something totally different as well. That's my dog too. Met him on H Money channel, man. So you can go over there. You can link up with people who love boxing. You can see different personalities. You know what I'm saying? You will see aggression. You're going to hear a whole lot of things. But subscribe to these guys, man. I rock with these guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm down with them. And they come in, they support me. So I just want to give them a shout out. If you can, just sub to their channel. You know what I'm saying? To have another different perspective. They all do something different. You know what I'm saying? So that's my shout out, shameless plug for those guys. Champion Sports Boxing, I'm excited. Yeah, man, I'm excited too, boy. I couldn't, you know, I was sitting back waiting all day and I said, man, what I'm gonna do today? What I'm gonna do today? What I'm gonna do today? And I heard that news and I said, oh, I started looking at all the headlines. I was getting the pulse, you know what I'm saying? I was checking the pulse, I was checking the climate, I was hearing what this person was saying, hearing what that person was saying. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? What I'm gonna do? I said, I gotta come out and do a live about it, you know what I'm saying? This is good news. I just hope in my heart of hearts that Devin Haney is actually gonna be in there. And we're not gonna give him all that pub and all that blah, 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 because he got Ryan problems. But I hope that he's going to get his hands on the Devin Haney, man. Because it'll be a damn shame if he do that. Because he could have went with PBC and got Boots and Stan Giannis. And Boots got a belt. It's just another division. But this man say he the baddest 140 on the planet. Subriel just want a chance to show that he's the best. He said many times. Yeah, I believe him, man. You got to trust the energy behind the boxer's words. When the boxers say something and then their actions are actually showing it, their demeanor are actually showing it, they're being respectful. They talking their stuff, but they're being respectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to get away from the circus. You know what I'm saying? And we got to keep our eyes and our focus on the real. Albino, the links in this chat don't work, but the name of his channel, Tough Glove Boxing, you can follow Champions Boxing as well. All right. Pato Regis Haney for Matias. Cocaine. Hit the likes, chat. Yeah. We respectfully ask that you put that jab out on my like button. Thank you very much. Or you can hit it with an up. Hey, salute everyone in the chat. Also, go showing love to the chat. That's how we do it. Welcome to the 300. Ryan Hitchins Matias for Haney is Teal Female's lover. He's as clown like oh man. Greetings, Ghost. Cocaine. Good luck, bro. A lot of side fights at 140. Had the most ridiculous interview with Tia Female, and it really puts a spotlight on how channels are protecting fighters. Yeah. See, I don't want to be lived. That's why it's free over here. Like, you can go back and pull up any one of my videos and see if I'm not keeping that same energy. Do I get predictions wrong? Yes. Do I claim to be, if I could read into the future, I wouldn't probably be sitting right here, because I'll go play a lottery number with the winning number and y'all wouldn't see me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to keep it a buck. But I don't want to live in that prison that they live in, where they got to always change the standards and move the goalposts. And, they know there's a percentage of people. It's a percentage of people that like drama. They like that hoopla. They like that. They just need that in their life. They can rely that no matter who. They know there's a certain amount in the population that like that low-level energy. And let's just say that low-level energy is 33%. As long as they keep giving off that low-level energy in different various ways, they're going to keep a baseline of people that's going to come back. It's just me. I choose not to dwell on low-level energy. You know what I'm saying? I can't live in that prison, always having to accept and move and twist and turn and bend over backwards and move this standard and lift up this goalpost. That's just too much. I just want to see the elite fight the elite. That's it. 140 is stacked. Let's go. Yeah. I call it the row. I know. Matias cooking them boys. They better be ready for real. Ashley Larry, they better be ready for real. Bro, I forgot to congratulate you on the 1K stubs. Put in that real body work. Salute, man. Hey, it's been a long time coming, man. I didn't know it was gonna take me that long, but it took me a minute, man, to get them, man. But I'm happy for it, man, because if you go back and you look at the progression, you look at the beginning, how my visuals were, sometimes how my sound was, how I wasn't really branding. Like, I did a lot of growth, man. So I'm not ashamed of anything I did in the past, man. And I didn't have to go behind no doors, sit on no couches, or link up with nobody. I just had to continue going to the body. You know what I'm saying? So salute, man. I appreciate that, man. It's only up from here, man. Only up from here. Thank you. But just going to put on a show against Paro. He said, "Wepa, Julio Rodriguez." Yeah, he said he not sold. Larry Lopez is not sold on Matias yet, y'all. He not sold yet. Haney and Lopez fans scared Matias would do better numbers than them. Matias' style more entertaining and more memorable. Yeah, man. The bottom line is today, man, fans want action. Apparently, the judges be wanting action too. The judges be wanting action. You look at how the judges are judging, they be wanting action. Matias a solid fighter. I like this chat. Buddy. Yeah, I mean, he got talent, man. I just don't like that stuff he do, man. He'll draw a line. Look, I'm a black dude from born in DC, raised in PG County, Maryland, living in Baltimore. I rock with all my Latino fans. I don't care where they are. I was in the army, man. We was in the trenches with all kind of different people, man. We don't even look at that. But I think that some channels do a real good job at letting you know that, hey, you're not like us, and we're like on some weird shit. And I saw that, and I was like, yeah, you thrive on that. I don't get down like that, man. When I first seen Edwin De Los Santos, I'm like, hey, man, he looked like one of my cousins. He looked like, you know what I'm saying, like, and then his energy and his style's like, man, it's just a matter of where the boat landed, man. Not to get too deep, it's just a matter of where the boat landed, man, and what you speaking, man. Like, it ain't really it's a difference, but it really ain't. You know what I'm saying? You read between the lines. Matias getting ready for sparring soon. It's being paid, yeah. I believe that. It's always payola. You know what I'm saying? Matias remind me of Salvador Sanchez. If Matias fighting in Puerto Rico, the card can be crazy. Puerto Rico got 5 champs and fan favorite Xander Zayas. I believe if all of them fight that night, or most of them, card of the year. Puerto Rican night, all around, no running, and any fight. Yeah, Zayas needs to fight in Puerto Rico. I like Xander, man. You know, I like him, man. I like his style, man. I think, you know, they continuing to develop him, but he nice. I like Xander. Natural. I like Manuel Rodriguez too, man. A lot of people might judge him off of the Inoue fight, but man, I think that Inoue fight made him step his game up, man. Sometimes when you take a loss like that, especially how you lose, man, I went out, man, I seen what he did to my man Gary Antonio, man. I was like, woo. Like, man, Manuel Rodriguez is a problem too now. Matchroom have a couple Boricuas. Berlanga, Yankiel, Subriel, I believe Colazo. The only one I ain't really big on, I ain't gonna hold y'all, man. I ain't really that big on that Berlanga, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you. He got something he gotta prove, man. He gotta win me over a little bit now. Ghost, you right. Man, Zayas is good. Facts, I don't want to hear any fighter they got a fight set calling out Matias, and Tio also. He didn't call him out after the fight. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not give him no pub. Like, we already know what number to call and what to do and who and what was what. Paul Stevens is the next one going to Matchroom, has one more fight with Top Rank. Hey, that'll be a statement. If Shakur go over there and say, hey, I want to dance, I want to rock, I will respect it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to get busy. Everybody going to have to get busy over there. Everybody going to have to get busy. We're going to have to see if Shakur can do that to Regis. We have to do it, see if Matias do it. Everybody get busy. It'll be close confined with a limited amount of big names, and everybody had to get it on. You know what I'm saying? And more than likely, Shakur had to fight at 40 where his boxing skill and all that had to really show, you know what I'm saying, where he can really box. So when Matias became champ, all you hear is printed. Yeah, Will. You right, man. Bill Haney declined to meet and negotiate a fight with Subriel Matias' team. Bill asked for a number. The Matias team said they wanted to discuss it in detail in a meeting. Bill met with Sandor Martin. And now they got to fight with Ryan. You know what I'm saying? Instead, Bill probably met with Martin to pay him to wait so Haney can get the 420 Garcia fight. Yeah. And 420 is a big day for me for certain reasons. That's a special day this year for me, man. I'll tell y'all all about it afterwards. Appreciate that. We work together. We do that body work. Buzz back in the building. Yeah, Buzz. If we can, if 300 can help you grow, you know what I'm saying, then, hey, Bill talks a good one. He don't want that smoke for Haney. Proof in the pudding, man. Actions speak louder than words, man. He's getting ready to fight Ryan Garcia, man. He getting ready to fight Ryan Garcia, man. I just hope Devin don't jump to another network after finding out Subriel signing. That's what I said. I said, look, go back and watch the video. I said, yeah, it'll be real ironic. I said it'd be real ironic if Subriel go over here and do this, and then since Sandor Martin over there, I think he would top rank. Subriel show up over here and Devin Haney dance his ass back over there to ESPN. I'm telling you, man, they passing that boy around. If he go back over there to ESPN, man, we can honestly say that they passing him around like an old blow up dog. You know what I'm saying? Where they just, oh, you want Devin? Oh man, hey, it's my weekend. Let me get some Devin. You know what I'm saying? They just passing that man around, man. Don't let them deceive you. For real. Don't let your does thine eyes deceive me? Like, no, don't let your eyes deceive you. You know what I'm saying? That's why we're here. We put a stake in the ground. We leave benchmarks by what's really going on. That's why I call this the pulse of boxing. You know what I'm saying? People can disagree with me, but 35-year-old Prograis wasn't a tough fight. Matias won at Prograis since 2019, and Prograis hasn't fought any big name since Taylor. Now Haney getting tanks left over. All that's true, but the only thing I'm going to admit is that before that fight when Regis got Haney, when he finally got his payday and he got Haney, a lot of people were avoiding Regis. So it's just like the results of the Errol Spence and the Bud Crawford fight. The results were the results. The Devin Haney and the Regis Prograis fight. The results were the results. So if we set aside the results, that only erased the behavior and the timeline of what was going on. So we can't take away from Regis and say that he wasn't one of the most duck fighters in the game. Mr. Gary Russell Jr., I think the talented Mr. David Morrell, Sasquatch feet, you know what I'm saying, aka Boots. Those guys, man, people are not ringing their doorbells, running up on them trying to get that smoke. It just is what it is. I hear these make-believe meetings again. Oh, Lord. This guy's lost, man. This guy's lost, man. Long lost Larry Lopez. Hey, don't touch Larry, man. But Larry, never mind long lost Larry Lopez, man. I guess he's gonna be the resident troll. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure you feed him, and if you catch him without his knee pads on, pluck him in the back of the head. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're gonna be out here going extra hard for Devin like that, just using all your throat muscles and all that, and getting your esophagus bruised, get some throat coat. You know what I'm saying? Get some throat coat and wear your knee pads, man. And don't let me find out, because if Bill never show up, I'm gonna ask him, do he pay for your insurance? Make sure you got insurance whenever you're going like that, man. I think last time you went, I think we was rocking a little bit late, but man, I think you got about 22 more minutes before it's time to go to bed. We're gonna let you roam, but you got about 22 more minutes before it's time to go to sleep. Long lost Larry Lopez. Stop playing with me. Yeah, somebody else say Matias ain't have it. Matias is a juggernaut mixed with a war machine. Yeah, people can keep thinking Matias doesn't have a jab. They're gonna learn the hard way. Matias is a natural and a southpaw who fight orthodox. His jab hits like a shotgun, and he throws it at least 3 different ways. Don't give him too much, man. Make them do their homework, man. Let them keep sleeping, man. That's like all them people that be saying, no, anyway, it's a hype job. They saying the same thing about Matias, then they get their ass in there, and it ain't hype at all. You know what I'm saying? They just ain't do their homework. Who knows? Who's saying the truth? All they need is to fight each other so we can know. That's right. That's why I said we can't get distracted by the social media, the clown show, the circus. We can't get distracted by none of that. We got to keep our eye on the prize, and we got to start tracking and keeping track of who's actually playing the hokey pokey, hide and go seek, ring around the roses, everything but trying to box. Matias' actions are demonstrated. 21 with 20 KOs. Matias' mentality is too tough. He walking through them chickens. He working through them yard birds. Haney has 1 fight left in his contract. How is he the last on a 3-fight deal? Make that make sense. That's why I said, man, I hope that, man, I ain't want to be negative about it. But I've been talking about this when I heard that was the rumbling. I said, man, like, yeah, it ain't no real way to be able to guarantee to Haney anyway, because Haney, they're gonna move and duck, they're gonna maneuver, man. They got YouTube on Smash, man. I hope y'all don't drink none of that Kool-Aid. Don't drink none of that Kool-Aid, man, because it's gonna show up in your comments, man. If you've been sipping that Devin Haney Kool-Aid, it's gonna show up when you type in my comment section. I'm gonna be able to see right through that shit. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna have to escort you up out of here. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, every boxer does, Larry Lopez. Every boxer does. If Haney doesn't run too much from Sandor Martin, I believe Sandor got a chance. Sandor definitely got a chance to outbox him. That's a trap. That'll be a trap fight. Just like that, Jermaine Ortiz was a trap fight for Teofimo. That Sandor Martin is a trap fight for Devin Haney. But he done backed himself into a corner. This ain't the Devin Haney show. Sandor, easy win for Haney. It should be. You sound good, Larry. Just make sure you got your knee pads, man. Make sure you got your knee pads on. Panda, Subriel Matias trainer said Subriel is not a boogeyman. Subriel Matias is a dangerous fighter. Heriberto Alvarado. Sandor can cut the ring. He's a real good fighter. I don't think so, Lopez. Matias, the only 140 that cuts the ring off efficiently. Look up Matias versus Hawkins. Josh Jam. Salute. Patience and hard work pays off. Congratulations. Body work. Thank you, Arnaldo. I appreciate that, man. We want to come up, man. You can't stop it, man. Nobody can stop it. You know what I'm saying? Pato is a good step-up fight. Liam is a solid name. That's right. I like Paro, man. Larry, can you say why you got Haney over Matias? No hating. Just want to know. Paro, Matias will put on a good show for as long as it lasts for Paro. Hey, I'm willing to put this link out, man, and I'm willing to let Ghost get at Larry, man. Larry, you gonna click the link, and Ghost, you gonna click the link, man. I got Ghost. You know what I'm saying? I had to put something on Ghost. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I could put this link out, and it could just be y'all too. All I ask is that y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get too crazy with the cussing and all that. But I'll let y'all have it out. Y'all can duke it out right now. I'll put that link out right now. Otherwise, man, Larry, you ain't gonna come in and distract the chat, brother. Matias will put on a good show for as long as it lasts for Paro. Yeah. Larry Matias is a step-up fight for Paro. He's a champ, not Paro. Yes, it's a good step-up for Paro. Bodywork, you got them knee slippers for Larry? Yeah, man. These slippers, man. I mean, these knee pads, I call them slippers for the knees. LOL, yeah, man. 902. I'm way behind. That was 902. I'm way behind. All right, Ghost. I believe Haney jab and footwork and ring generalship will keep Matias in check. Most fighters, Matias fight gas out. I never seen Haney gas out. We ain't never seen Haney under that kind of pressure either. But yeah, he right. Matchroom need to get Xander Zayas. Ghost, I think it's a step-up fight for both. Facts, Manny is good. Indeed, Lopez. Belonga, definitely overrated. I be trying not to say that, man, because they boxers and they walk around, they have emotions. But that's what I be trying to say, man. That's what I say, man. That's what I say. Everything in me say that, man. I got Diego Pacheco giving him the business right now. You know what I'm saying? Diego Pacheco, My young boy, I got him giving Berlanga the business, long distance. Like, that boy gonna be a problem. If somebody will hop on him now and give him one, y'all keep letting him develop, he's gonna be a problem. Right behind the talented Mr. David Morrell. It's a 50-50 fight. I think right now I see Haney winning by a UD. They always say how they say it, but like, talk it out. Let's talk it out. I'm not a Berlanga fan. I'm Puerto Rican. Berlanga need to step up in the game and show he belongs in there with the top guys. Yeah. Berlanga let the hype get to his head. Yeah, when they were showing him, yeah. It can, though. It can. For a young man with that kind of clout, you know what I'm saying, moving around like that, that's a big deal. Theo didn't even mention Matias' name. He didn't. Matias remind me of Aaron Pryor. He definitely a throwback. Any jab won't have the same pop by round 5. Matias' body work will take Haney's legs back the same way Devin Haney took away Loma's legs. Same thing. So they understand the science. Matias takes Haney to the gates of hell until Bill Haney buys a Spanish dictionary and learns how to say no mas. Yikes, Koki. Doing that body work. Yeah, big time. You got to do a lot better. Berlanga. Larry Lopez, Haney will get fatigued because Matias will punish the body because of the ring cutting Matias has. Matias ain't Prograde because Prograde couldn't cut the ring and punish Haney's body. Yeah, I don't know what was going on with Regis, man. I don't know. Larry, the reason they had out is because the pressure, especially if you don't got the power to keep him away. Matias forced him to fight at his pace. That's why they tire out. Yeah, because you got to be, man, it's one thing where you don't know where he's going to hit you. He's hitting you with them short choppies. You got to move around. He ain't going to stop coming forward. It's a lot of mental pressure. And when he touch you, it's one of them things where it don't look like it hurt, but it hurt. Haney will dig Matias' body also. Yeah, he will. That's the only way he has to be effective, but we got to see him up against a puncher like that. And I don't see him taking those kind of risks. But yeah, he would. He would have to go to the body just like he did Loma. He would. Aha, Koki, like your karma. Namaste. Remember, guys, Matias throws 90 to 100 per round. Listen, per round. Yeah. Also, Larry, Haney was getting tired versus Regis. He wasn't taking punishment or pressure. Look at round 8. He definitely didn't do nothing to put him out of his misery. I've never seen Haney fatigue. Man. Larry, you gonna make me come up with a new product, man. You gonna make me come up with a new product, man. Like, come on, man. I understand supporting your guy, but guess what? This video ain't even really about him, man. You over here doing too much, man. Did you get your shots? Did you get that thing? Did you get that thing checked out, Larry? Did you get your checkup, Larry? I think, man, how much will we put up for Larry to get his checkup, y'all? We got to get him over to the clinic, man. This man ain't got, he might not got no walls, y'all. And that's messed up, man. Because we shouldn't even be talking about another grown man walls, man. Like, geez Louise, man. Like, is Haney mortal? Is he even mortal? Did you see the Lomachenko fight? I think Haney is going to leave after Ryan. Yeah, I think so too. I think he's going right over to the ESPN and go fight Sandor Martin. Yes, versus Regis. He did get fatigued and Loma. Yeah, man, we watch boxing, man. We don't just be throwing blanket statements, just opinions. This is a fact-based channel. You know what I'm saying? This is fact-based. We do fact-based. We like CompuBox and numbers. We watch film. We do homework. You know what I'm saying? We qualify our sources over here. Like, it's different. This is the 300. When Haney goes to the body, he's slow to return his hand back. That's how Loma and Linares hurt him. Haney being the aggressor, but he gets careless too. Haney can go to Matias' body, but it will come. Yeah, man. I have visions of with Loma, man. I'm like, man, if Loma was touching you like that, man, and the thing is, Subriel Matias has a chin. Like it'll get to the point to where once he feel like, okay, what you got just ain't gonna do nothing to him, it's a wrap for you. You can try to touch and stick and move and all that, but like once he figure out and he's already gonna go in there, like, yeah, I can't just go in there reckless because he is a grown man with gloves on. But I don't see him being able, you know how when they say that cliche when they be like, well, how is he gonna keep him off of him? That's embodied in that fight. If we were to just seek forward and we hope and pray and believe in Eddie that he'll actually get Devin Haney, if we look forward and we project and we say, you know what I'm saying, we extrapolate and we use reasoning and we look to the boxing gods and say, hey, that gotta be in the future. If they ever were to fight, I think that Matias is going in there like, man, this dude, he don't have anything to keep me up off of him. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like them broads in the Scary Movie, man. They go to grab the butter knife and Michael Myers just grab that neck, man. It's a wrap. It's a wrap with great risk. Oh, man. Matias would definitely catch him when Haney digs to the body. Them both got the long arms. Nobody wants to smoke with Matias, and that's the fact. Everybody waiting for the champion. Matias is far from Loma. Loma old. Loma was old when he fought Haney. Prime Matias, old Loma. I guarantee we'll be talking differently after Matias 2 fights. Matias will kill Loma, dog. Larry, you again, man. Last chat, all you did was trolling, man. Cut the vibe. See? Look at this, man. They already know this. Look at this guy, man. Larry, you again. They saying you again. Like, Larry. Long lost Larry Lopez. Night. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, Matias. Matias, don't let that go to the judges. Yeah, it's not going to the judges, man. It's not going to the judges, man. You laugh. We can only speculate. We'll never know until they fight. Yeah, we won't. We talk a little smack. You know what I'm saying? We talk a little smack, but when we you know, we use logic, man. We talk a little smack. We get a little hype. We get a little excited. But at the end of the day, we talk that real boxing talk. Matias is more problematic than Loma. Loma takes breaks and he doesn't push the pedal. Matias pace with tired Devin by round 5. Haney can win 4 rounds, but he'll fall into Matias' trap. Loma is the future Hall of Fame. Matias hasn't fought a B-level fighter yet. Larry Lopez, he laughing. I'm glad we can be of some entertainment to you, Larry. You sure are entertainment to us, man. Haney Lopez Garcia, I don't think they're not going to risk a nice paycheck against Matias. They will all say no, my fear. They don't want that Matias smoke. Don't let them fool you. Don't get excited. I don't see Haney giving them that fight. You don't want to lose that 0. Facts, body work. People sleeping on Ergashev. That dude had 23 wins. And I think 20 by KO. That dude got power. Matias said he could take his power. I can't imagine the young ones taking Matias' power. Exactly. Like that's what I was saying. I was like, man, because Ergashev had me nervous in the beginning of that fight. I ain't gonna lie. I said it all the time. I said Ergashev had me nervous. I'm like, all right now, Matias. I was like, all right, man. And then it was just like, it was a point in time where it's demoralizing, man. When you hit somebody with everything but the kitchen sink, man, and they keep coming, man. Benavidez does it. You know what I'm saying? Matias does it. You know, people think it ain't no science to it, but man, they're crafty with them shots. They know them angles. They can walk forward and deliver, cut that ring off. Loma was 35 in his career and himself was overrated by Bob Arum, who tried promoting him more than Crawford. A prime Matias is levels above an old Loma. That's what I was gonna say, because a lot of people love to, when it comes to Loma now, and I'm like, man, like when you look back at the history, man, he had a great amateur and then he had a big run. But when you look at like some of the things behind some of the wins and all that, it's like he's a little bit overrated, man. He's a little bit overrated, man. It almost looks like every time he have a big fight, he lose. It's funny how we can see that in other fighters. It's funny how we can see that in other fighters, but we can't see that when it comes to Loma. But I'm not just gonna hate on Loma because I respect Loma. I do, but I do think that we can say that he was a little overrated. You know what I'm saying? We go by the letter of the law, not the little run he had. Not saying he didn't have a string of success, but I would say overall, when we look back, he's a little overrated, man. Just a little bit. Haney would beat Ryan. On paper, he should, but he should be able to. We've seen these punchers come and go. Lucas and Lubin all came and gone. True. Amen. Luis Diaz, the hokey pokey. Facts, body work. Let them do their homework. Look at Hawkins said Matias, a C-level fighter, ended up looking terrified in the ring. Yeah. That's when underestimating your opponent goes wrong. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's called. Matias fights nothing like Lubin Lucas. Larry hates Matias so much, but seen zero Matias fight. That's why I said, man, he ain't. You see how I ain't even acknowledged that shit. Like that ain't no Lubin. He don't fight like Lubin, man. Ghost, and that's a fact. Yeah, that goes. Yeah, man. Matias. He's saying Matias has too many flaws. And your favorite fighter don't have any. Long lost Larry Lopez, you know what I'm saying, with the ashy legs, favorite fighter don't have no goddamn flaws. But he can see the flaws in every goddamn body else, man. Golly, Larry. We're gonna have to give you a moment of silence, Larry. We're gonna have to rebuke some of them demons you got, man. And we're gonna have to like protect that throat for all that you be swallowing, man. That's you looking. You remind me of Lil' Kim. Remember what they said about Lil' Kim? Remember how they said they found like almost, think about a can of soda worth, man. Larry, this is how you looking to me, man. It's looking like a can of soda worth on you, Larry, the way you out here. How can you point out everybody's flaws? But your favorite fighter ain't got none. All right, Larry, we'll keep entertaining you, I guess. It's almost time, man. You got about 3 more minutes. I said 22 minutes. It's about 3 minutes left to night time, Larry. Devin Haney closer to Devin Alexander. If you want to see something funny, type in Devin Haney knockouts. That wild ass overhand, what was that, an overhand left? Go key facts. That guy Matias is a Matias hater. Not me. I see what's going on. Hey, we all see what's going on. That's why we got to speak up, Champion Sports Boxing. Drink Coquito. Haney has flaws. Exactly. Salute to the room and to you, my brother. Oh, Joe De Jesus. Salute. Yeah, Larry, like, Loma was overrated, dog. Devin Haney said the man was too old or too slow, 2.5 years before he fought him, dog. He fought him inactive. Like, that's why I say, man, like, you gotta stop, man. Like, you're in the, I think that's why I be saying I think you lost, because we understand that Devin Haney has talent. We don't take away from Devin Haney's talent. We're just saying that he's not Superman, dog. All that stuff about parting the Red Sea and feeding the whole troop with a loaf of bread and all that, that's not true, dog. That was a fable, dog. Y'all act like he like Greek mythology, man. And I'm thinking, man, if you got in the back room with him or if you was in a limo, man, you might be getting ready to do something strange. All I'm trying to say is get you some throat coat. Buy some of this tonsil jewelry. Get you a set of knee pads. Buy one of these back braces for when you keep moving these goalposts. When it comes to your favorite fighter, like now your favorite fighter is just flawless. Yikes. Every fighter has flaws. Every fighter has flaws, man. When we talk the long lost Larry Lopez with the ashy legs, we gotta understand that he ain't dealing with a full deck, man. He's one of them guys that, man, you gotta watch what you say around him, because you can put a battery in his back and get him to go do something real silly. You know what I'm saying? Like what he's doing right now. Haney avoided Shakur. He is going to avoid Matias as well. If Haney didn't have flaws, why did he get hurt by Diaz, Loma, and Linares? 3 different fighters. I thought Haney was a defensive specialist. Why does he get hurt so much? Haney is going to bounce after Ryan. Loma beat Haney anyway. Why do you keep bringing him up? Imagine Loma in his prime. He TKOs Haney. Loma took off those last couple rounds, man, with his arrogance. That's why I don't feel sorry for Loma, because it was his arrogance, thinking that he already had that fight in the bag and he didn't top it off. He didn't close the show. He didn't seal the deal. The fight I want to see is Gary Russell and Subriel. Gary has the ball to step up. That's the fight everybody want to. That's the fight that everybody want to see, man. It's a lot of stock in that fight. Hold on, y'all. Panda knows Haney is no easy win for Matias. People trying to bad talk Matias, but his record said it all. Alejandro Burgos, Matias versus Teofimo. I mean, I'll get on the link. Cookie Monster, she laughing. Larry Lopez, Panda is being respectful. You acting too gully and taking his comments as something else. You desperate, LOL. Theo and Haney drinking that same bird juice. They don't want that smoke. You know Larry ain't clicking on no link. I know he ain't clicking on no link. Larry want to be able to go to sleep for real tonight. He don't want them kind of problems before you go to bed. We don't want to see Subriel with easy fights. We want to see him get there with them boys at 140. Yeah, we want to see them top dogs. Ghost, a good dude. I bow gracefully. Yeah, man. Somebody is looking for attention. Yeah, man. LMAO, he was gassed about with Loma and discouraged. Loma is a hard fight for anyone. Loma can present some challenges. He's a savvy veteran. You know what I'm saying? Like, see, that's why I know, like, you're getting sensitive, because what you just heard as a Devin only fan by me saying that Loma is slightly overrated. What you hear is that I'm taking away from Devin Haney's victory. For one, I scored Devin Haney winning that fight by the hair of his chinny chin chin. The only reason why I say that is because he outlanded Loma 49-9 in that body work. Out in total punches, power punches, everything else, Loma completely outlanded him. So you don't have no logic when you say the hit and not get hit. You don't have no logic when you say that all the dimensions, the height, the reach, the size, the rehydration, you got to think. When he got in the ring on Loma looked at him and said, oh, he's a middleweight. It was a joke about that. He already seen him when he was already hydrated beforehand. They made a joke. But for that man to outland you like that, and let's not act like we didn't see Devin Haney in the corner talking about, Dad, he figured me out, Dad. Like, stop it. That's called gaslight. Now, I didn't do that segment today because I didn't think that we would have to go back into the curriculum today. You're trying to act like we don't remember what we remember, Larry. Stop it. Go night-night, man. I'm trying to be nice. You right, I'm Puerto Rican and Berlanga is overrated. And he thinks he the shit. See? So how can I say that about Berlanga? And there's people that are killed for Berlanga, but real recognize real. My man said he Puerto Rican, and he still can see that. Like, yeah, Loma was slightly overrated. That don't take away from Devin Haney's victory. It's just that he had all the advantages you could never think of, even down to activity. Hey, what about the fight between Zales and Fundora? I don't know about Zales, man. Oh, Zayas and Fundora? That's a good fight, man. I don't know, man. I think you gotta have a style for Fundora, man. I still like Fundora. I just want to see what he is. I hope he ain't shell shocked, man. I hope he ain't shell shocked, but we gonna see, man. I like that fight, though. That's interesting. I don't know how Xander would deal with that. He would definitely have to get to that body. First time here showing support. Shout out Bodywork Boxing. Salute. No Duck Zone, Clarence McClain. Salute for coming into the building. Salute. Fundora. I got you. Subriel is the soul taker. Bill Haney gonna have high anxiety in the corner for Devin if he fights Matias. Yeah, man. I think they know, man. It's just, I wish they would just come out and say, look, man, the same way they said about Boots. Y'all see how honest he was about Boots? They would say, oh, yeah, that's a big guy. I just wish they would say, like, look, right now, Devin ain't ready for Matias. If they just came out and said it, that would be the right thing to do. Like, look, man, eventually, yeah, Devin to get around to it, but the fact that they act like they ready, like, that's the whole thing, man. That's the only thing we want to cut out. Loma is done. Man, he's on his way out. Zayas versus Fundora, great fight. I got Xander, though. Too much skills. He would definitely have to use his skills. They better get Haney now. The kid only 25. Now we get to talking about age and all that, man. Y'all know how old Mike Tyson was, man. Like, that's how I know, man. Kid gloves, man. Larry Lopez. You are a funny guy. Persistent though, man. You know, very persistent, man. I like this, Coquee. Smash that like button. Yeah, man. Put that stick out on my like button. Or you can hit it with an up. The only fighters I see beating Matias is Ennis, Crawford, and GAR. We got some time, man. Time tells everything, man. But yeah, I'm about to turn out the link, man. I was trying to get through all these. Larry Lopez is really Bill Haney. Salute, Bill. Thanks for coming in on your burner account, man. I appreciate that love. Coquee, those are boxers out of his weight class. Yeah, Larry, he good running around the ring. Matias too physical for Haney. Haney going to be very unhappy taking punches from Matias. Even if they land on the body, Matias' power is paralyzing. And he won't last 12 rounds, even with snack boots. Uh-oh. Y'all bringing up that snack pack. Haney is far more proven than Matias. Says who? Apples to apples, says who, Larry? I don't like boo tennis. Too many rabbit punches. Watch all his fights. Changes his name to Bugs Bunny. I know, we got you, man. We know who you talk about, man. Hey, first 19 opponents were 114 and 149. Haney spent 70% of his career in Mexico. The last 6 opponents were 36 years old. Matias. First 20 opponents were 429 and 84. Matias defeated the most undefeated at 140. We're overhyping someone who's been stopped and hurt by nobody. At least Narez and Loma are future Hall of Famers. Matias struggles with nobody. Well, be a nobody, man. Like I always say, Larry, if he was such easy work, man, I said, look, taking out the trash is easy work. I do that right away. If I got a call at work and somebody say, hey, I need this TV mounted on my way home from work, I'm going to stop by and mount that TV and grab that bread. Easy work. We handle easy work right away. I don't get it. Haney would never brawl with Matias. He's a softie. I don't know. People keep saying they never seen Devin fatigue, but he got wobbled by old ass Linares, and a small Loma was tagging him in the later round. Yeah, man. That's why I said Larry gonna gaslight you, man. He gonna make you see. He gonna make you feel like your eyes didn't see what they saw in that fight. You know what I'm saying? Just like everybody else. Haney been hurt by 3 different fighters. Haney is hittable and has flaws and 0 punching power. Everyone is washed and old after Haney beats him. Your own guy said it. Your own guy said that. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all, man. Don't listen to Larry from here on out, man. It ain't no getting through to him, man. Don't even acknowledge him, man. We're gonna treat him like he ain't even here from now on, man. He can type and say whatever, man. Don't give him no more attention, man. Melazar, sup. I'm gonna let Koki come up here and cook. He said he would hit the link. Haney is the one with the manufacturing career. Haney is going to need a football. Dang, he gonna need a football heaven. Larry is always around. Like, I don't even know how he came over here, man. Haney only fights guys coming off losses or past their prime. Luscious Larry Lopez, you're bugging him. He called you luscious, man. Larry, big fan of Featherfish to Haney and luscious, long lost Larry Lopez with the ashy legs. Larry is all right, yeah. Hey, you bring some humor to the chat, man. We do need to lighten up, man. The truth hits different when you a fanboy. I know, man. Do that truth be hitting you in your forehead, man? Do you let him hit you in the forehead with his version of the truth? I know you don't be getting no mushroom snaps. First, soon as you come in here, you're gonna have to go like this, Larry. We're gonna have to see your forehead, man. We're gonna have to actually see, man. Yeah, you're gonna have to see. Cause if you got a mushroom in the middle of your forehead, man, you ain't gonna be able to get on. I can't promote that kind of stuff on the channel, man. Haney has to KO Matias to beat him, in my opinion. I'm happy First Promotion signed with Matchroom and DAZN. I'm glad my man, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad my man doing this thing. I think Larry Lopez is looking for... They say your device not connected, Koki. I think Larry Lopez is looking for his meaty venous injection in the wrong chat. Yeah, man, we don't do that kind of stuff over here, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't get down like that. Haney has a manufacturing career. You can write in a WWE show. Haney career reminds me of 98 Goldberg Street. Goldberg went undefeated, beating Jobber or no names. Haney's first 25 opponents were cherries. Yeah, it's saying you got to connect your mic before you get added. You got to connect your mic. I'm going to take it off, but then come right back, Koki. Hey, this chat lit is... Yeah. Koki was getting ready to come in there and blaze the joint. Haney signed a multi-fight contract with Top Rank 2 days before Lomachenko. I'll let y'all Kumbaya and Glaze Unproven Matias. I'll step back from the chat. We appreciate you, Larry. Good night, man. I think I let you get an extra 14, 15 minutes, man. Sleep tight, man. Sleep tight, Larry. Make sure you got your night light on. Funny, Linares almost dropped Haney. Haney was saved by the bell, and that was old Linares. Let's get my man Body Works to the top. Josh Lime. That's what's up, Josh Lime. That's what's up, yeah. I like the energy, man. We got good energy up in this camp. You know what I'm saying? Larry, that's why the 49ers lost and you cried. You just depressed from the loss and you went somewhere to vent. Haney would be the easiest fight in Matias' life. That's crazy. You can hear Urgashare power through the TV while the crowd was going crazy. I've never heard T.O. or Haney hands sound like that, or them ever taking a shot that sounded that loud. Once Haney gets tapped, he's crying the bill. Yeah. We got a crowd today. Keep growing, Maylazar. That's right, man. It's growing. It's been growing here, man. Ghost. That's true. Koki, that Niner game hurt. Screw you. Loma was overrated by Top Rank. Pacheco. They say Matias hasn't fought a class fighter, but how many undefeated fighters has he KO or made quit in the corner? Wilfredo doing that body work. Champion Sports, facts. You know what I'm saying? We got a good thing going on. First Promotion got a good stable. Now new and better boxers are coming out of the island. That's right. Ghost, where everyone can hear those punches when it's 12 people in the crowd. Oh man, Larry say he going out swinging. Bob Aaron push Loma. What's up, Coqui? Yeah, but I think that other link, not the link that you clicked on to get in here. I think you gotta kill that other link.
I got you. Hold on.
It's out there though. Bob Aaron pushed Loma to be the poster boy instead of Crawford. Look at how that worked out, yeah. Bob got to live with some things, you know what I'm saying? Your favorite fighter gets gifts. Bub's laughing. I see you, Koki. I'm gonna try to get down and get caught up on these comments real quick. Let me see. Ray Lopez is trying to get his meeting. Ignoring Larry Crackhead Lopez. Not too many boxers walking down super heavy punches like he do, take some shots, but his pace and combination be crazy. He laughing. T.O. will get stopped. It's going to be a very painful by Matias. This will become one of the most important signings for Puerto Rican boxing. I agree. If Matias doesn't have haters, he isn't famous. Yeah, they already starting to hate. Haney don't like to get punched in the face. He's soft. If Matias can fight Hitchins or Haney at the Paro, he'll secure 140. Teofimo will try to find a payday and retire soon. Teofimo seems too mental to be a long-time professional boxer. Yeah, I think Teofimo want to go ahead and get the bag, and he see himself doing something else. I can see Lopez losing his mind and getting away from boxing completely. If he don't stay guarded, man, and get on the right path, boxers need to assimilate punches. If not, match is born. That's right. I think Larry just trolling. No one like a fighter or a boxer not getting hit and hitting back. Y'all Glaze an unproven fighter who's been hurt and stopped by a bum. Y'all tripping. Let me see. All right, let me see. I'm gonna go here.
Yo, body work.
What's going on?
Yo, thanks for having me on, man. I appreciate the getting this going every night. You know, we just come into the chat. You know, we kicking and vibe, and I really appreciate that for how we run that.
Yeah, man, I appreciate that. Thank you, man. What's going on? What's I seen you cooking and you bubbling in the chat, man. What's going on, man? Cook for the people, man. It's your time to shine.
Definitely, man. You know what I feel like Matias has been under the radar for I think a couple years now already, because they're talking about him now, right? But if you look back 2020, 2021, he was calling out Taylor, he was calling out Prograis, and he wanted these fights. The thing was that Prograis said to himself, he's like, I want you to get a title. And Matias is like, all right, I'm gonna get a title. He tried to get Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor made up something about like, oh, I don't want to defend this IBF title, so I'm going to vacate it. I'm going to drop the title. And then once he dropped the title, he fought Tio. But, we saw Josh Taylor. We knew what version of Taylor we got, because when he fought Tio, that was right after he fought Jack Catterall. And if you see the Jack Catterall fight and Josh Taylor fight, that was pretty much, people felt like Catterall won that. And so for me, I just felt like that was a missed opportunity for Matias just to move the fuck on and be like, I get the IBF title to fight Prograis. So, fast forward later, Tio beats Josh Taylor. He gets the IBF, not the IBF, but he gets, that win to be like, I'm the man at 140. And Haney comes up, and Haney's like, I'm on Prograis. I'm like, you want this motherfucker Prograis now when he's 35 years old, and he was a fear guy in the division. I just felt like once he hit like that Zariga fight, he didn't have that same energy that you seen Prograis have in these fights where he lets guys come in, he's knocking them out in one shot. He didn't have that energy with Zariga. So I felt like Haney got this opportunity because of his name. Matias is not that known yet, and he got the opportunity to fight Prograis. Now, in my opinion, I feel like if Matias fight Prograis, Matias stops him under 5 rounds. It's not going to be a decision. You don't need 12 rounds to beat him. Matias would do it in 5 rounds. And I just felt like, how they play politics. They don't want Matias to come up that fast, because the fans are going to be like, who the fuck is this? We didn't hear about this guy. So that's how I feel about it. I feel like Matias is a guy that, he doesn't get promoted too much, and now he does. Hopefully Eddie Hearn could do that for him. And other than that, I think he's going to prove it. I think the better competition he faces, he's going to show he got this dimension to him. People say that he's a slow-footed fighter. Well, he's going to show you he got quick feet. I firmly believe that. I've seen him box in the amateurs in Puerto Rico. I'm from Fajardo in PR. And we know all the boxing gyms in Fajardo. We've seen this guy box, early on when he was in his 20s, Yeah. And for me, I know he can move his feet. It's just his style. When you have that unconventional pressure style, that's how you're gonna fight. You're gonna fight with your toes down to the ground. That's your style. But if he needs to move, he'll do it. And I think because of that, he'll be a problem at 140 for any of the top guys.
Yeah. I'm just glad that somebody like myself has been around watching and willing to actually speak and say what's actually really going on, man. Because it's like, man, it's sad, man, when you look at everything. Everything we look at in life, man, it's happening on programming. Programming is always happening. But even in boxing, it's like, man, so we can actually watch a fight and somebody will try to tell us what we saw in the fight, what we didn't see in the fight. I'm like, we literally saw that. So with the path and the maneuvering that Devin was doing, it's just refreshing to hear people say, look, man.
Yeah.
You're not inhuman. You know what I'm saying? You got flaws. We're not saying you're a bad boxer, but you're not what you're claiming to be. And this would be the logic behind that. It's just when have we ever seen Devin Haney or the camp relent on anybody?
Right.
Subriel come out and say what he said against, you know what I'm saying, everybody at 140. He just didn't just single out Devin. He spoke to everybody, you know what I'm saying, who was of the champions. He spoke to them, and then they pull out this crazy number that he was asking for. I'm like, logically, that number don't even make sense. And I wouldn't reason that he would want that right off the bat. You know, so it's just good to hear that people actually watch.
That was crazy. Like the whole Bill Haney thing. He was like, because you know, I felt like, you ever try to see an interview and then you try to be in their perspective. You try to think about like, okay, what is he thinking about? We try to be in their shoes for a minute. And I feel like Haney, he was so high off the win because, you know, his son came up to 140. He got the belt. He beat Regis Progress. So he got so much energy. He's like, you know what? I'm going to say something. And I'm going to say something good. It's going to sound good. It's going to go viral. So I feel like he said that at one point, what was it, 4 million? Yeah, 4 million. And mentioned he spoke to Peter Khan, even though Peter Khan is the manager for Xander Zayas, you know?
Yeah.
So that's how I knew, you know, Bill was just talking because he heard Matias, that's a Puerto Rican. Oh, that got to be with Peter Khan because Peter Khan handled all the Puerto Rican fighters. So I was laughing at that interview, man. I thought it was one of the funniest things that I've seen. He's like, yeah, we're looking for the boogeyman. How much boogie he got in him? I'm like, yo, Bill's a comedian. Bill knows how to get people, you know, into that.
He likes the drama a lot.
He's good at it.
Yo, Ghost, welcome, man.
It's just us that.
Hey, yo, I just want to say real quick. Hey, yo, body work. This live stream be lit at night. Be chilling as fuck. Always.
Oh, hell yeah.
And yo, Koki, we be cooking this dudes in other chats. They be talking crazy. Yo, they got no sense whatsoever.
But it's straight facts. Like you come in there with a whole statistic. I'm like, oh, they don't like. I'll be learning. I'm like, yo, Ghost come up with something. I'll be taking notes. Like when Ghost is in chat, I'll be like, I got my notebook out.
Nah, because they be talking about stats, but like, bro, you gotta see the fight. Like you can't just see numbers and like say the fight went one way. Like you gotta see the fight for real. Because a lot of these dudes, they just be seeing the highlights and they talk. That's all they say. What they see in the highlights.
That's the narrative they got on Matias. You know, you see Matias highlight, you're gonna see you can buy up, and these guys get a few hits, and they're like, well, he doesn't have defense. I'm like, well, you know, that kind of style, it looks like you're getting hit, but when you're in the ring, you know how to shift. You know how to like, you know, get your head, you know, from left to right. You know how to take the least amount of damage in those shots. Like you're not really.
And if you really realize when like in the Hawkins fights when he was pressuring him, Hawkins would throw a jab and he would like just duck under it and just counter with a hook, left hook to the body, the swivel jab. Like he's really good with that swivel jab actually.
Yeah, it's the timing of it too. The timing of it is, you know, kind of surprising.
And the power, he holds it down and he just throws it from like downwards, upwards. You feel me?
He gets that,
and like he's really good at timing that shot, and he could jab between jabs also, and he's willing to take a shot. So you know,
and I feel like,
and you know how they say he's never fought a boxer before. A lot of people don't like talk about it because it's like Maxim Dadashev passed away, but in that fight, Maxim Dadashev was boxing beautifully in the first 3 rounds. But if you notice, Matias, he knew he couldn't like close the ring like at times. So what he did was he stopped swinging and he started walking really fast. So that forced Dadashev to run around the ring, and he forgot to like throw back. And Matias was just hitting him with little shots, jabs to the body, to the face, to the body, to the face. And what Maxim Dadashev realized, he was tired around 5. He was running so much because Matias was just putting the pressure and hitting him with little shots.
Yeah,
he got so tired and he has to get the respect.
Yeah.
And he couldn't get Matias' respect. And what happened was, I mean, we all know. They should have stopped that fight round 8. I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely. It should have been stopped early. And that's why I felt like when I saw the Lopez and Ortiz fight, I'm like, you know, you can cut that ring off. You have an option. Like, even if a guy makes the fight hard for you, you have the option. It's your duty to cut that ring off because Dadashev has a lot of skills. And, you know, he's not like Ortiz, like with, you know, with the movimiento. Like, he's not going to be like, you know, but
yeah, the movement is Ortiz movement is like he's a really good like ring general. Like he's amazing at it. So
Yeah,
a lot of people, you know how a lot of people we talk about like Ortiz ring, right? So when Tio went to the corner, if I'm not mistaken, what did Ortiz do? He went
directly
and
to
hit him.
Yeah.
He threw flurries on him. He backed out. He went back to his fighting style.
Yeah. You know what I
Tio
saw
got so
too?
angry. And why did he do that again? Because he knew that was not good for him.
Yeah, I saw that. You know, in that moment when Tio said come to the corner and then Ortiz come, you know what I saw Tio do after Ortiz threw that combination? I saw Tio go for the clinch, and then he looked at the ref, and then he was waiting for the ref to break the clinch up, because what Ortiz would do, he would do these little, little short shots in the clinch, get some offense off in the clinch, and the ref would break it up. I'm like, you don't want this guy to fight. You want this guy to come to you. When he does, you're waiting for you're not throwing nothing in the clinch. You see a guy boxing, moving around for 12 rounds, like you're not gonna throw nothing in the clinch. That's where
he was moving. He was exiting left every single time. When he was waiting for Tio to launch forward, because that's what he do. He launches forward. He don't come in with a double jab, a jab. He just launched in with a right hook. And what was Ortiz doing? Exiting left and just check hook every single time. He could not do anything with Ortiz.
Yeah, I couldn't buy Tio though. Tio was like a baby in the third round. He was like, once he stopped in the middle of that ring, I knew the fight was over, because I knew he wasn't gonna try to adjust, and I don't like that from a championship boxer. Like, you're not gonna act like a child, have a temper tantrum in the middle of the ring, like put your hands at your waist. Come on, man, you too old for that anyway to be acting like that. Like,
Nah, and also like Tio at 140, he's looking small for real.
yeah,
His power doesn't seem to be there. His face swells up pretty fast. When you push him back, he cannot fight like going backwards.
No.
And if he cannot jump to create that power, what can he do against Matias? Matias not going to give him space to jump forward, throwing power shots or all of that.
Yeah.
Matias just going to be on his face, hitting him with little shots. As soon as he throw that wide hook, Matias is going to counter with a short hook, or short uppercut. Like, I think Matias will. I don't think that fight goes 6 rounds. That's just my opinion. I think Tio will do really good in the first 2 rounds, in my opinion.
Definitely.
After that, it's on Matias.
Tio will win the first 2 rounds, but I think that fight would be easier for Matias than the Juke Kembaya fight. I think in the Juke Kembaya fight, that guy
had power.
Yeah, and he got popped like at 140.
He had 18 fights, 0 defeats, 14 KOs. If I'm not mistaken, they were calling him the mini Triple G from his country.
140. They were definitely. I think he was the A side in that fight too. When I saw
and Matias was the underdog.
Oh, yeah, I saw the broadcast. In the broadcast, the announcers, it seemed like they were going for Drew Kembaya from in the beginning, but then Matias changed it up and started But that was a good fight. I just think Teofimo doesn't have.
Do you remember round 7 when Matias got hurt?
Yeah, and it went crazy.
I don't see if you see that like when they slow it down, when he gets hit, he's actually leaning forward, 1 foot on the air, trying to hit what was his name? I forgot his name. Oh my god. Jukenbaji.
Yeah.
I can't say his name.
No, he
was launching forward to hit him, and he caught him with a clean right hook. Matias was off balance, but like when Jukenbaji tried to hit him again, Matias he moved out the way, countered him, and kept hitting him. Like, Matias was not hurt, in my opinion. He was just off balance on that hit.
Yeah, like he got caught. It's just he regained his balance and he went back to fighting.
Yeah, to me, he was really hurt when he fought the dude Ananya.
Yeah,
in the first fight.
Yeah,
he got hurt. He got hit with 4 clean power hooks like that.
Yeah, I remember the gym in Puerto Rico. We have a gym by Fajardo, not too far from Matias, and they were upset because people knew that he wasn't really training for that fight like that. Because it's around 2020, like COVID and shit. People were like not showing what's gonna happen, and
there was no crowds in the fights and stuff. I don't actually like that because you can hear the punches. Like the heavyweight punching power was crazy.
Yeah, the fights were like you could hear every jab, every body, even the block shots. You know, it's kind of like you're at the gym. You know, you could, you know, when you're in front of the sparring, you could hear the guys, but nobody else. I'll tell you something.
Hey, yo, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What do you think about Devin Haney only has 1 KO in the United States?
It's crazy, and I learned that from you. I didn't know that before. You know, and I think, you know, having Haney as a pay-per-view attraction, yeah, he's a great boxer, right? He could win rounds, but the fact that he's not a finisher leaves something like missing. Because then if you want to watch the Devin Haney fight, you got to see him be a technician for 12 rounds. And if you're not into that style of boxing, you may not have, you know, because, you know, Floyd Mayweather, say what you want about Floyd, but Floyd was knocking out guys. You know, he was
and one difference between Haney and Floyd. Floyd was really disciplined in the ring. Right. He would not let anything disturb him from working the pocket, outside angles. Floyd was really good at it, using your momentum against you. Haney, he tends to like lose focus once something goes wrong, or he cannot like move fast enough out the way. Cause he's a pretty big guy. He be coming in like 20 pounds like heavier. So like, to me, I don't know. I think Matias is bad for him all around.
Yeah. For Haney's style, if you don't got a punch that could hurt Matias, and yeah, you could go to the body. But the thing when Haney goes to the body, and you saw this in the Linares fight, when he throws the right hand to the body, he doesn't bring his right hand all the way back to his face. And if you're an experienced boxer with a short hook and a hook that's very accurate, Haney, like, he could be athletic, but I'm telling you, he's gonna get caught. He's gonna get caught in the later rounds. He could win 4 rounds in a row. But the problem is with Matias, his game is to get you confident. And when you're confident, you're gonna do what you feel like. And that's Matias' game plan. If you're comfortable in the ring, that's better for Matias, because he wants you just to do what you feel good doing, and then it's going to distract you from what Matias is up to, because he's thinking in those short shots to the body, and now your legs are not moving. You know, because Ergachet made that excuse about like, oh, I my leg is hurt. I got stabbed in the leg like 8 months ago. It's like, well, no, because you had 8 months, and you could have called out the fight. But instead you took the fight. And all these guys had, like Teofimo, when he lost to Cambosis, he's talking about his heart, like, lungs and some shit. Like, come on, bro. Like, you don't think these athletic commissions like clear you up and check you before the fight? Like,
nah. And also Matias was getting tested by VADA like 12 times during the camp.
Oh yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, they definitely pushed that too, because that fight should have been in August. I remember Matias was supposed to fight in August, and then they pushed it back to November. So
yes, but Ergachet had gotten stabbed, so they pushed the fight back 6 months, so he was fully healthy.
Yeah, he
was clear and everything to fight.
I didn't even know they stabbed people out there in Uzbekistan. Like, I didn't even know it was like that out there. Or Russia.
I mean, come on, they ain't gonna stab you for nothing, bro. Like, you a boxer, nobody's gonna fight you hand to hand in the street.
When that story came out,
look at Matias. Matias got shot what? 4 times?
Yeah.
Stabbed.
AK-47.
Come on, bro. Ain't nobody gonna fight them people.
You know what I'm saying? In Puerto Rico they get hot. I just didn't know too much about Uzbekistan like that.
Nah, yeah, that's true. Puerto Rico be getting hot. I feel you. I'm from there too.
Yeah.
Well,
So
let me get my thoughts on Devin real quick. I think that the chickens are gonna come home to roost. Now, I was surprised. Again, I don't know what was going on with Regis, and my only thing was I wanted to see another level, because when you're advertised to be in the second coming, like people are out here saying on YouTube, like, don't quote me, do your homework. They're out here saying that he's better, or he was better than Sugar Ray Leonard, and I'm like, see, when you put somebody up on that kind of pedestal, it's almost like the hype around Berlanga. Like, when you put them up there like that, you expect something different. And when you don't see that, that's what the problem is. So the thing is now, because they need the numbers, they need the names, they're going to keep putting this man out there. And now he's up against it, because now everything you said, everything you've been saying, everything you've been doing is going to be put to the test. And he hasn't shown us, because he's always had all of the advantages. all the dimensions. Now we talking about size. Now we talking about activity, fighting people off with bad performances. Like if you name it and you line it up and you really look at it, you use those same metrics against any other fighter. If his name wasn't what it was, you'd be like, oh man, look at this guy. That's a pattern here. So I think that he's going to get exposed pretty soon as far as not being as good as what he is. And I think them trying to paint him like Superman is going to hurt him in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Like you always undersell and over deliver. You don't oversell and then always under deliver. And I think they got a problem with that. Right. And it takes away from what Devin Haney actually brings to the table. He should have been advertised as like the wholesome all-American kid who grew up with money and trained and worked his way, because a lot of people get out here and train and they do all the exercises, but they don't have the same kind of career as him. If he was advertised like that, I think he would resonate with a lot of people who came from money, who actually worked hard, actually had some success, but they want to create him. They advertise him like he has the backstory of a Subriel or the backstory of a Tank. And in my opinion, that's where they go wrong with him.
Yeah, definitely. I didn't notice the changes until like a year ago. But you know, him getting the tattoos and all that. I'm like, you know, you could do what you want, but I just felt like it wasn't his character. Like you could tell when
you real low. Real low, Koki.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Say that again. We couldn't hear you. You was muffled.
Oh, well, I was saying how, you know, a year ago, Haney, to me, seemed like a whole different character. But, you know, before getting all these, like, tattoos and all these, like, you know, those clothes he be wearing and shit. Like, I didn't know that was his character. Because, you know, you could tell when somebody's, like, faking it. Or, you know, when somebody's trying to, like, you know, be something they're not. And it's no shot against him. But, you know, I think you're 100% right about the, you know, trying to market this guy to be something that, you know, generic, flashy, you know, Floyd personality that, you know, he's nothing like that. He's from, you know, Nevada, you know what I'm saying? He had the best trainers and the best training in the world since he was a teenager. And he's a product of that, you know, and he's done a great job with that because, you know, all the things aside, I know we're Matias fans, but we got to give Haney props for him sticking to the plan. You know, he started this shit early. He didn't give up. And, you know, he's here now for a reason. No.
Nah, I personally think Devin Haney will be Matias' toughest fight. I just think Matias will get the job done.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with losing at least one time. Like, people don't get it. Like, Canelo, Roy Jones. Like, Floyd was destined to be who he was. You feel me? Like, there's only one Floyd. And everybody trying to be Floyd, they scared to be who they are. Like, that's my problem. Like, they be hating on each other online. Like, bro, y'all all got your bag, your money, your family's good. Don't talk all this shit and don't back it up in the ring, bro. Because Mike Tyson would definitely get it on, like back then when he was talking shit. Roy, he never backed down. Mayweather never backed down of a fight, you feel me? Like, I don't know. It's just like they be doing too much talking and like not too much fighting.
Right.
Yeah, I think like I said, man, like the way he come out brash, it's like, I guess when his father came out against Regis and said, oh, we gonna beat this, you know, out of Regis and this and that performance was the closest to them actually living up to the hype. But when we look at it and say, okay, Regis didn't have the best performance against Zorilla. Devin Haney didn't have the best performance against Loma. So he came into that fight and we had a lot of questions. And I've never seen, because think about it, what we seen with Regis in that fight with Devin, that was an anomaly, man. They set a record. That's not something you can throw a boxing match on. You can throw on 100 boxing matches. You might not see that another time until you throw on another 100 boxing matches. He set a record. And I'm just using 100. I might could say 1,000. They set a record for the least punches landed. So that's not even really a gauge of where he's at, because again, he had, as always, he had the age advantage, he had the reach advantage, he had the height advantage, he had activity advantage. You know, he had, Eddie and them had Regis on the hook, and he had signed his deal already waiting in the wings, to where Regis had already been frustrated. But when we look at it, he was him and Barbosa, Bill Haney and Barbosa had already had an agreement. They went through the whole war with Shakur when Shakur basically pulled their whole card and went, and acted as mandatory and then went to the station by to dictate the money. They dropped it. Regis was already on the hook. So when I look at it, it's like, will Matias ever get a Devin Haney? I don't know. Will Matias get a Richardson Hitchins? I don't know. Like, I'm putting a lot of pressure on Eddie, man, and we can't let Eddie off the hook, man. We got to be constant. And when we come out here and we speak, we got to keep that foot on Eddie's neck to where he's going to get Devin Haney somehow, some way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my only concern about it. I think he's going to get the money, but the matchup between them is like, we know that Devin and them wasn't as confident against Matias because they didn't go at him the way they went at Loma. He got in the ring on Loma. You know what I'm saying? They was lying about Matias.
Yeah, they
didn't even spin the block on Matias.
They won't even see Matias in person.
Yeah, so it's smoke and mirrors, man. I think they up against it. I wish the young man well, and I think that a lot of the message when I put out stuff about him, it seemed like I'm hating. It's like, no, I'm not hating. I'm just keeping the real deal Holyfield and calling it straight down the middle. You're not going to gaslight us. It's like, I'm not going to shit on your son or what your son got going on or what y'all got going on. I'm not going to shit on you, Devin. But I am saying that the moves are looking kind of funny, and we still don't know who you are. I say the same thing about Boots. It's like, yeah, on paper, when we see him, the eye test and all that, he passed all of that. But if you always have every advantage, we don't know who you are until you face somebody with some advantages over you. And that's just a point blank period. It's the test of time when it comes to boxing. And that's why I measure everybody like that. I put everybody up on that scale. You feel me?
Yep.
Not facts. And also, do you think in the Matias contract it said that he would get either Regis or Haney? Would that be because they're not sure if they will be able to keep Haney?
Yeah, because I think Devin, I think technically, they only got to do one more fight with him for real. So after that, I think they're gonna be in the clear because most of the time when you win a title,
so that fight will be Ryan.
Yeah, and that'll be Ryan. So then they'll be at the mercy of Devin. That's why I think that you don't see that name on the back end. I'm like, it sounds good, but we saw this with Andre. This is why I keep putting pressure and keep reminding people that we saw this with Andre. We started to see it with Richardson Hitchins because remember, Richardson Hitchins, he wanted to make his bones by beating Love. Well, he never got Love. And Love danced around.
No, but Richard Hitchins came out and said that he will fight Matias. Since he's going to side to Matchroom, he said that he will fight Matias. And also, what was it? Matias has to fight like any fighter he wants right now because he just fought Ergashev and that was his mandatory. So that means after Leon Paro, he will have to fight Richardson Hitchins. If he wins against who he's fighting, the Argentine guy, I forgot his name.
Who?
He's a 38.
Richardson Hitchins.
He's
fighting somebody to become the mandatory for Matias. So Matias is gonna fight Leon Paro, and then he will be forced by the IBF to defend it.
Lemons, I think.
Yeah, something like that. So if Hitchins wins, automatically he will have to fight Matias because Matias is gonna fight Pato, which will be like the fight he could pick. You feel me? That's the one that he picked, so it's gonna happen. And then he will have to defend it, but because IBF rules against the mandatory immediately, which will be Hitchison. And he said he's willing to do it under the rehydration clause. So, on a recent interview.
Yeah, on that interview, he also said he was trying to test out. That's why he took the Gustavo Lemos fight because he wants to test out the IBF 10-pound
rehydration clause. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think he's working with the.
He said.
I think he got a good chef right now.
He said that if he doesn't feel good, he's not going to take the fight. But if he feels good, he'll take the Matias fight.
You got low again, Koki.
I think you're covering your mic.
Oh, my bad. Y'all hear me now?
Yeah.
My fault. I was saying that Lemos, the fight, if Hitchins feels good, he'll take the Matias fight. But he said in the interview, if he doesn't feel good with the Lemos, like for the 10 pounds limit, because he usually weighs around 168. Hitchins, that guy is a big 140. He's like not a small guy, and I met him.
Damn, he should be fighting at 154. Then what the hell?
In the amateurs in New York, because I did Golden Gloves here in New York. In the amateurs, he fought at 154.
Damn,
Yeah, he was fighting with Boots.
Yo, he was fighting with in New York.
Yeah, he lost to Boots. Yeah.
But let me ask y'all this, because I'm getting ready. I wasn't going to stay too long. I wanted to break the news and put out some energy and just benchmark, what I've been on as far as highlighting the elites and feeding them and starving the bullshit. But somebody brought up the fact that Abraham Nova and O'Shaquie Foster are getting ready to fight. Man, let's give our takes on that. Like, let's give us something to talk about on that.
Oh, I don't know. I really haven't seen them fight, to be honest.
Yeah, I haven't seen so much of Foster, but Nova, I know with Nova, man, he's like I try to get on the bandwagon with him, but I don't like his lack of activity, man. I feel like the way his attributes are, he should be a volume puncher, and I feel like he just kind of let rounds go. He doesn't really get active enough for me to have any confidence in him. So I think this is will be and I got to see Foster fight, so I wouldn't get too much input on that.
Yeah, I think
I gotta go see some. I gotta see some fights to give my take. To be honest,
I believe Abraham. I believe that I think his button been pushed, man. For real. When they say a fight, a button been pushed, and I think that if O'Shaquie step on the gas on him, he can press him out. When it come down to O'Shaquie, he can switch. He can go from orthodox to southpaw, whatever. I just think that he's at his best when he's aggressive. I like when he's out there going after his guy. He tend to kind of, I ain't gonna say fall asleep at the wheel, but like when you going up against the judges, and me, I'll pick the knockout artist because I want the guy that's gonna make the adjustment and get in the contest, because we already see where you can outbox somebody and not get the decision. Right. So I want to see that, and I would like to see in this fight. I would like to see O'Shaquie make a statement, step on the gas, use his pressure. Don't let the fight just go on without you grabbing the bull by the horns. Take charge of it, and I think he can get rid of Abraham Nova.
I'm gonna definitely watch that fight this Saturday then, because I saw the card, but I got to see the undercard. I got to see how this other guy fights. So definitely I'm gonna see that this Saturday for sure.
Where's the fight gonna be streamed at? Because I'm not familiar with those fighters, so I gotta see some. ESPN. Oh, that's cool. Oh yeah.
So Nova sounds good, and let's see. Let me go through the rest of these. I like Nova with his crazy. Yeah, that blonde hair. I used to be real critical, but now I'm like, they all do it. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a jog bait. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking at him, and I was seeing Subriel do it, but it's a signal. I was looking up the meaning behind it and all that. It's kind of deep, man. I looked that up a couple months ago and seen, okay, why are they doing this? So I kind of understand it. But let me go through the rest of these.
Oh, John Bowser, that was the guy that fought Hitchins, the Puerto Rican guy.
Yeah.
Yo, what's your favorite boxing movie, for real?
Movie?
Yeah, classic movie.
Yo, I'm gonna give you guys a good movie real quick. I'm not sure if you guys into the movies with the dub subtitles, but it is a Korean movie. It's called Crying. I'm gonna let you guys write this down. It's called Crying Fist. Crying Fist. It's a crazy boxing movie, and it has like two protagonists that got like two different backstories. But if you haven't seen it, you gotta see it. It's called Crying Fist. It's a Korean film, and and I watched Rocky and a lot of boxing movies, but Crying Fist, like, and the title sounds crazy, Ray, but you may be crying at the end, because I'm not playing with you. Like, this movie is like deep, bro. It cuts like with family and like what boxers go through, like what sacrifices they got to do. Crying Fist.
Well, you got to do with the outside things and inside the ring.
I'm gonna write it down.
crying.
That's facts.
Man,
But
I would never.
What's yours, Ghost?
Yo, you seen I obviously love all the Rocky movies. I like Creed. They beautifully done. Y'all seen $1 Million Baby?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
seen that. Yeah, that was good.
Yo, that movie was crazy. That ending, oh shit, that had me fucked
Yeah,
up. I ain't gonna lie.
it'd be happy fucked up though.
I'm gonna tell y'all mine, and then we gonna wrap it up. But yeah, I'm gonna look that up. I seen that one, Ghost. But this mine, man. This is a movie called Gladiator. It's a movie called Gladiator. It has Cuban Gooding Jr. in it, and it has the dude, the Hispanic brother. He's been acting for a long time, man. But that's a good movie, man. If you ever seen it, man, I think it was out of either New York or Chicago. I want to say either New York or Chicago, big city. But dude was moving around. He found a spot. His father was, got into some trouble. He moved around, wanted to start a new life, and they started boxing. And it goes through like why fighters fight, what fighters are willing to do, like. Because Cuban Gooding Jr., I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but look up a movie called The Gladiator. But I go back and watch. I watched it like about 2 months ago. I go back and watch it every now and again. A classic boxing movie, man. It talk about the it kind of dress up the politics and everything, but it's a real good. It's a lot of actual boxing scenes, and they got a little drama in it, but not too much. But it's a classic in my opinion. So if you haven't seen that one, check that one out.
Cool.
Gladiator. I'm gonna have to look it up because there's a lot of like Gladiator titles, so I'm gonna have to look that one up.
Just look up Cuban Gooding, Cuban Gooding Jr. Gladiator. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I just wanted to put that good info out, man, and let's keep the campaign, let's keep the energy behind Subriel Matias, man, because the guys that are willing to give the fans what they want in and outside the ring, man, that's what we need to keep the energy at. And everybody that's playing around, we can admire and like their skills and all that and see how good they are and all that. But if they not giving us what we want, they just pissing on our heads all the time and telling us raining and we can never cinch them down to get what we want, man. We got to starve that shit too. They do something that deserve our attention. Y'all agree?
Yeah, it's definitely on Eddie Hearns right now. Eddie Hearns got to get that heat because behind that smile, he's not a perfect guy. And from what I've seen in the past, nobody's perfect, but he's put.
But if you see, he's been pushing for Matias crazy.
Yeah. Like I like what the energy he got from Matias. I'm just saying,
like he was offering, like he was saying, like big money coming your way on that interview. He was like, we're gonna negotiate. I'm gonna get you the fights. He was talking crazy.
Is how long will that energy last? You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes, you fall in love, you got the honeymoon phase. But then sometimes, Matias is going to be 33, 34, and he don't got the Haney fight yet. And that's like my biggest concern because,
but he only 31. He's going to fight like twice this year. So I think by next year, he's going to fight his last fight, which he will be 32. I mean, look at Beterbiev. That dude is like 40, still putting in pain for real.
No, yeah, definitely. I think Matias, because he started boxing, around 23, 24. So, I think he'll have like, a good, not the longest career, but I feel like with Haney and these other guys, they're gonna try to age Matias out until he's like 35, and try to keep on doing these like 3-fight deals, but not guarantee it. Because that's why he didn't sign with Tom Brady because they didn't guarantee the Teofimo fight. You know what I'm saying?
I think if they don't give him the fight, he's gonna move up to fight Boots, really. And that's a 60-40 fight to me.
Yeah, that's definitely a good one too. But
I think if they don't give him the chance, he's gonna go up.
I want for us to be able to say that, this man went to everybody at 140 with no running and all that.
You're blocking your mic, Cookie.
My bad, guys. But yeah, I definitely want the 140 to be cleared out. I want Haney. I want Lopez. Those are the two names I want the most for Matias before anybody. But I'm sure you guys want that too,
I want big names. I only want unification.
But definitely, before I head out, because I know you guys are gonna close up the show. Shout out to Ghost, shout out to Bodywork, and everybody else in the chat. From PR, boxing to Bang Bang Boogie and Sports Champion. Follow these channels too. There's a lot of good channels. Not just good Matias channels, but some good boxing channels out there like Tough. I'm not sure Bodywork. You heard about Tough Glove Boxing?
I think I think I might have seen something. I just can't pin it down.
Check him
but
out,
I'll
yo.
go
He's
back
good
and look.
vibes. He's definitely good vibes, yo. He's definitely informational. He comes at the truth. He's not like one of these guys trying to in the pocket. Let me have dinner with Teofimo Bill Haney and let me say something nice about them on a YouTube video. He's
Nah, that
more,
was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was crazy work. I know what you're saying. I feel you.
Nah, yeah, you definitely see it too. These little dinners. Because I saw a punt. Nah, I don't want to talk about him right now, but these
check 'em out.
channels.
I'm gonna check
these
them out.
channels definitely they got a romance. That's why I come to body work, because body work. He likes the hardcore boxing. I like it too. I like that old school style, that old Marvin Hagler, against Hearns type style. But I love the sweet science too. But there's a sweet science behind those type of battles. So let me head out though. Thanks for having me on too, and I'll be back on anytime you guys want to chat it up.
Absolutely, anytime. Always a pleasure, man. Be safe out there,
Yeah,
man.
thanks, bro.
Have a good
Pleasure.
night, y'all.
All right,
Hey,
go
yo,
ahead,
Bodywork. Salute, bro. That was a great live you did today. And I'm going to let you go, bro.
All right, Ghost. Always, man. Keep chiming in, man. We got that Baturviev and Bimble conversation coming up too. I want to set it up to where we could do that one together, man. Because I know you sound like you kind of passionate about that one.
Hey, that one's like I'm been watching the fights, but I got time. I forgot the fights in June. Like, definitely gonna study that fight. I want to give a good breakdown on that one. Like,
yeah, we're gonna do it, but you'll have plenty of time. You know what I'm saying? I might do a little pre-discussion about it, but we'll break it down and we'll have a whole who gonna win and build it up. You know what I'm saying? To give them guys support, because them guys don't get the credit they deserve either. And a lot of politics got in the way of them and kind of robbed them of some fights and some paydays, man. Boxing is ugly, but yeah, I
definitely.
appreciate you coming on, brother.
Hey, same, bro. Always.
All right, man. Be safe out there.
Hey, same, bro.
All right, man. Well, yeah, man. We had a good time, man. Nothing but positive vibes, man. We had one little troll come in, but it's all good, man. Cause we got love for the trolls. You know what I'm saying? We feed them. We give them knee pads. We make sure they got dental coverage. You know what I'm saying? We make sure that they get their checkups. You know what I'm saying, and all that. And we might use and abuse them every now and again, but we like to keep them around. You know what I'm saying? Trolls help us stay on our toes. But anyways, man, let's keep that positive vibe out there for your boy Subriel Matias, man. And let's just hope and send positive vibes to Eddie that Subriel Matias is actually going to land with a Devin Haney. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure they're taking care of him money-wise, but we want to see the big fights. So that's all I had, man. Thanks for everybody who came in and tuned in. Everybody work boxing. But we don't take things for face value. We do that body work.
He didn't want to box. He wanted to actually prove that he could punch with you. He was like, what the fuck is this nigga, right? Oh, okay, you want to go to sleep. You tired.
Welcome to body work.